Okay, got a few more goodies in the mail and getting closer to getting these all put together. Seems like it always takes twice as long as it's supposed to take, but anyway, all the holes are all threaded. 1032, the original holes that were drilled for rivets were the right size just to thread them, so couldn't come up with the rivets that'll work. This in cover was damaged. The plastic's all broken away from the lug. Somebody let the lug turn around and break it all apart, and I don't know where I was going to come up with one of these without getting a whole nother generator possibly. Got a package in from eBay today. There's a brand new NOS for 30 bucks housing. I was surprised. I couldn't believe that it was on there. Plus a new Lucas bearing, a sealed one to replace the open one, which is still pretty good, but I'd rather have a sealed one. Funny thing is, Lucas parts, Birmingham, England, bearing made in Japan. As long as it's not made in China, I'm good. And it should be sealed. Yes, it is. I'm trying to do better with my camera angles, since obviously the last couple I couldn't seem to be out of the way of the camera. So this should be better. Anyway, new bearing, new end cap. From Moss I got new brushes and a new keyway, screws and everything to put this all back together. I'm going to have to machine this out and put a bushing in it. It's a little worn, not bad, but still need to make a bushing. Commutator's in a nice shape, just a quick polish on the lathe. Starter's pretty much ready to go back together, but this ring is loose, and I need to I got to figure out how to epoxy it back into place or something, but it's shouldn't be loose. Other than that, the starter's ready to go back together again. God, that starter's big enough to start a Mack truck. I don't know if it's got the power to do it, but it's this size. Later on I'll probably go with the gear reducted one, but for right now this will work, and it's the original one. Alright, more later. Okay, time for a little reassembly. Starter's actually in quite good shape, just needed a cleaning. Brushes are still plenty long enough. The book says 5/16. When they're worn down, the 5/16 are shot. These are at 1/2 inch, so we're good. Eventually I'll probably put a high torque starter in the car anyway, but this will suffice for now. But everything's really in quite good condition. Not bad considering it's 1955.
Did something go wrong and it split open?
Cold beans! The flight crew tried to assure the passengers that the smell would go away eventually, but passengers were not satisfied. Apparently, one passenger started to chant in protest, and the other passengers refused to fly unless the crew removed the fruit, which they did, and then the plane took off. Said no one ever. Were they flying to or from Florida with 2 tons of the world's smelliest fruit on board? Woody's got the third one.
Getting there.
It has to do with a man who was evicted from his house and is now suing to get some of his stuff back. He claims that when the officials showed up to evict him, he had just minutes to get out of the house and had to leave everything behind, including his pet alligator named Catfish, 3 snakes, and a rabbit named Dinner. A rabbit named Dinner, that's a fact.
Wait, he was evicted and he had to leave his animals behind.
And he's suing to get them back. Man said he first picked up catfish, the alligator, when he was only 15 to 18 inches long.
One more brush.
And now catfish is the largest alligator animal control officers have ever had to deal with. Quoting one official, the thing is massive in size. It took over 4 of us to handle him. Cobain's. The owner says he's fine, that the alligator's more like a dog than anything. He, quote, has his own way of saying hi. They're not big, ferocious animals like people think. They have personality.
Okay, the brushes are
I
in.
don't even think he knew he was an alligator. I tell people all the time, I've got an alligator that can't swim. He's scared of the dark and scared of thunderstorms. How did he get so big? I'm glad you asked. His diet consists of chicken nuggets, cat food, and other things around the house. Or everything around the house. Is it in whatever he wants?
Nope.
Is it in Florida where this guy's like, it's not really an alligator. He's more like my dog, and I'd like to get him back, please. Could you bring some chicken nuggets when you bring them as well? 844-4WW show. Cam is up first to try and solve our quiz. All 3 stories are actually true. Which one went down in Florida, Cam?
No, the first one.
You're going to go with story number 1. Yes. A prominent Florida psychologist who claims that he can change you from being gay and has based his entire career on that, turns out was actually Hot and Harry 72.
I guess screwdriver.
Show Hot and Harry. Yeah. I guess you were hot and I was hairy. That's story number 2. Not in this country, so no Florida. The 2 tons of fruit causing the stink, if you will, was an Indonesian flight. Swirling air was flying from to some other town, and they had to wait an hour before it flew off to Jakarta an hour late after unloading 2 tons of durian, the world's worst-smelling fruit. And in Kansas City, Missouri, is where the animal control officers dealt with the biggest alligator they'd ever seen. The alligator named Catfish is currently residing in a separate area of their animal control facility. They'd like to get him back. However, they're not sure it's legal to turn over a 7-foot alligator to its owner. Earlier on the show, we got into the discussion of misuse of a corporate credit card. It's been in the news lately because Under Armour was a company that made a proclamation that will no longer allow employees to charge strip club activities.
Yep, I guess it's basically ready. Well, it's going to get repainted, so we won't go through that on on video. And then it's putting together the generator here eventually. I did get that tape for retaping the field coils, so that'll be interesting. I've never done that before. Okay, starter's all done. All painted, ready to go in the car in a few years. Still be working on the generator over there. We'll do a video on rewrapping the field coils. But this weekend we'll be working on the Triumph. That doesn't fit the Triumph. Fits my old plow truck.
But my dad knew him really well. He used to tell me that it was such a
Can zoom back out again. This new camera, I'm not used to all the buttons. Well, 77 plow truck. It's due for a little TLC. And getting rid of that worthless Holley carburetor manifold that somebody stuck on this engine. This is a GM crate motor at one time, and that's what they stuck on it. The engine's suffered ever since. So I got a hold of a factory manifold and a quadrajet, and the heater core's got to be replaced. I had the heater core pop on me the last plow job, so I get to crack into the air conditioning box. Yeah, I did YouTube's on it, and it looks like it's not going to be too bad to do. But so anyway, my weekend's definitely going to be full. I haven't changed an intake manifold on a small block in 30 years. Been a while, back when I had Corvettes. And this showed up today. Yeah, bad reflection on it. There we go. My Heritage Trust certificate for the car. And it told me, confirmed most of the things I knew. Engine's original, what it had for colors, interior and exterior, and the hard top was black. But unfortunately, the one thing I would have liked to have known is the destination. And it says not recorded. So I was kind of hoping for that. But I knew it was a possibility they may not have that information. But all the options that it came with, of course, the wire wheels, the overdrive. It says miles per hour on the speedometer, heater, factory installed radio, and the hardtop. And so all that's confirmed. But it's a cool little piece of more paperwork to go with the car. So that's nice. I had it laminated. That's why it reflects so bad. This car was also ordered with a leather interior. I think that was an option, if I remember right. Vinyl interior was standard. This one is, according to that certificate, came in leather. And I would like to go back to leather, but boy, is it going to be expensive. Because I want to order it out of that guy in England, Skinner, I think is his last name, or on his business. He seems to by far have the best interiors, highest quality, and the right colors. Because this one is not the bright red like they sell out of Moss Motors and Victoria British. This one is the deeper red, and which he has. But I like his website. They don't even give you prices, so you know it's going to be expensive. But you know, I want it the way I want it, and I guess I'll just have to wait longer to do the interior. I don't know what it's going to cost to have it shipped over from there, but anyway, that's what I want. All right, well, I best get to cranking on the old Chevy. My birthday's coming up here in a few weeks, and I decided to take the entire week off from everybody else's stuff and strictly work on the Triumph. I'll start into the bodywork finally. And so I'll record a lot of that and show you how little of the car is going to be left when I start cutting what's left of it off to repair it. Watching Alin work on his tr3 is reminding me of what I'm going to run into with this car. A whole lot of nothing. So it's going to be a lot of alignment to make sure everything's right, doors and everything. A lot of pre-fitting. I can see it. And I got to get this 911 engine. It's been sitting here waiting for me to repair that, and that's actually a lot of money right there I could put towards the car. All right.